Thank you for your time. We are Corporate Catalyst. Our team is comprised of me, Liam Zadek, the CEO.
I'm Miles.
I'm Ari Steinberg, the CIO.
I'm Patrick Dahlke, the CFO.
I'm Diana Krasinski, I'm the CAO.
So we've identified a big problem in the United States small business marketplace. So every year, 4.8 million small businesses are started, and by the end of that year, 93% of those businesses have already failed. By the end of the next year, only 2/3 of the remaining businesses are still going. By 5 years, half of those are still remaining, and by the 10th year, only 37,334 businesses are still in business. So we asked ourselves, how in a marketplace of 4.8 million businesses, after 10 years do we dwindle down to only 0.8% of what we started with? And our main problem was a lack of foot traffic. So let's take a real example. On Sanders and Willow opened up a Pi 5. I really like this pizza place, and every time I went there, I noticed there was no one in there. It was just me, maybe a couple of other people. And just a couple months ago, it closed. And the reason it closed was because of a lack of foot traffic. But something that I noticed was an Allstate across the street with 6,300 employees in it. So we asked ourselves, how can we connect these?
The reason this is ironic for Allstate is that it's proven that as employees engage with the local area that their corporation is in, they tend to be significantly more happy with their actual work situation. Not only that, but companies with happy employees outperform the competition by 20%. Happy employees are 12% more productive. People with a best friend are able to spend more time with their coworkers, are 7 times more likely to be fully engaged in their work. Happy salespeople are 37% more, produce 37% more sales. Not only that, but 36% of employees are willing to give $5,000 of their own salary towards being happier at work. Fortune 100 top companies, top 100 top companies to work for enjoyed a significant increase in stock prices when compared to the general market. Even though these statistics are incredible, only 42% of employees are actually identify themselves as happy with their own work situation. And just to reinforce that, employees who report being happy at work take 10 times fewer sick days. So that's where we come in. We're Corporate Catalyst. We're a marketing firm that markets small businesses to corporations through benefit programs to bypass solicitation policies. So let's take, as we previously said, Allstate for example. Pi 5 had marketing going out everywhere, but they weren't receiving any foot traffic, which in the end resulted in them failing. Where Pi 5 did stand, there's still many businesses that are still there, and all of them are pushing out. Our marketing, and none of these are reaching Allstate, mostly because their marketing is bouncing off this solicitation policy. When signed with Corporate Catalyst, not only is the marketing effective, but is actually able to reach the employees of Allstate. Over here by the small business, you can see the benefits of being an increase in foot traffic, an increase in capital earned, and an increase in customer relationships. Over here by our users, the corporations, they receive an increase in employee satisfaction, an increase of employee efficiency, and an increase with local public relation.
So this is our 4-point plan. Initially, we would start with a card that we distribute to all employees of the local corporation. On this card, it details your incentives and the names of local restaurants and businesses who are involved in the program, so it gives local corporate employees the names and the discounts that they're being offered near them. And then the next part of our plan, which is a fully functioning app that would serve as not only a directory, but as a database that allows users to pick and choose, oh, I want this type of food, or it could also include a map that shows them, oh, this is the closest to me, these are their hours, I can stop in there for lunch, and then allows employees technological forward way to connect with local businesses at ease, because most people have a smartphone and utilize a smartphone multiple times on a daily basis. And then the next part of our plan is having a website that will mainly serve as a touch point for us, allow us to communicate to local businesses and local corporations who we are, what we do, and how we do it, and what benefits come from using our service. And the final thing that we want to include in our plan is a local event held at the local corporation's spaces. A company such as Allstate has large meeting spaces that will allow this to be possible. This simply serves as a personal touch point for local corporate employees and local businesses to meet, talk, mingle, and try some samples and see, oh, I really like this pad thai, I should go there for lunch. And so that serves as a personal connection that also puts us ahead of the competition.
All right, so we work off a tier pricing program. We have silver, gold, and platinum, and as of course you pay more, you receive more benefits. At silver, our buyers receive number one, space at the corporate event, and they're also listed on our app and website. At gold, not only that, but they also receive registry priority, which means on our registries they go higher on the list and are seen first. And they receive app push notifications, which means if a employee is driving by their location, they receive a notification that says that number one, the deals that they're offering, and what time have we listed that they've also been there, or what places that they like that are related to them. At Platinum, they not only receive that, but the app push notifications are sent out twice as much. They're also listed on the physical card, and they receive a larger space at our corporate events. So our competition is mainly Groupon, in-house offers, Perks Connect, Plenty, and coupon books. While these seem, especially with Groupon being a heavy hitter, they seem like a risk to us ourselves. They're actually in no way, shape, or form a direct competition to us. This is because, unlike any of our competitors, we offer direct access to corporate employees. We also are the only ones able to bypass non-cessation policies. We're also the only ones offering a predetermined target market. We're also the only ones that are able to gather data analytics specifically for our buyers. We're also the only community-based local company, and we're the only ones that present ourselves as a benefit program to corporations or any businesses themselves.
All right, so now for our overall TAM, it's $7.5 billion. And how we calculated that is we looked at the amount of small businesses in the United States and found 40% of that number, which was the amount of retail stores, because we wanted to target retail and not wholesale businesses. And then we took 84% out of that 40% to find the amount of retail businesses that are already signed up with an incentive program, to find people already interested in a product similar to ours. So once we factor that in with our cost of $400 twice, we got $7.5 billion in TAM, and then we did the exact same thing with our SAM, which was the amount of small businesses in the United States, which we got $310 million. Now, some of our startup costs include Apple and Android store fees, because we want to be app-based, filing for an LLC, 6-month liquidity cushion, which is essentially our emergency fund. Our app and website development together would cost $60,000, and mailing to local businesses to get the word out to them would be $46, all totaling $68,107. And then some of our SG&A costs would include manufacturing cards, which is a big part, app and website maintenance, which would be $15,800, and that's only in year one if we choose to go with the app and website at the start. Commission, which is our cost of goods sold on every time our salesmen get 20% of each sale, and then that comes out to $22,500. And now for our 5-year revenue and profit profile, we started out at $7,640 for profitable, and then at the last year our net income is $314,000.
So for our MVP, this is where we go out into our current marketplace and gain traction and interest for our services. And so this is our brochure that we hand out to both the businesses and the corporations to give a general overview of our business, and I'm going to hand you the brochure and our letter from Ascendant. And through our MVP, we also tested if our price point was appropriate, and 43.8% of businesses said that they would pay the average of $400 for our services. In addition, there's an app which has a place for the businesses to sign up and fill out a contact form, and also a place for the corporations to get involved with our services to sign up. And then for MVP, we start out with our corporation Ascendant. And then based off getting that, we developed this list of businesses located in Deerfield, and this is only half the list, and we started cold calling all of them to see if they're interested. And once we did that, after our MVP development, we gauged interest from Crate & Barrel and Northern Mutual Financial. Crate & Barrel is headquartered in Northbrook, and Northern Financial is located in Skokie. And in addition, these are the businesses that also showed extreme interest in our services. We do have an audit group that showed interest. Greg Kunis himself said he'd sign up all 12 of his dealerships to go on to the business side of things. And we also have Parks Plumbing.
We noticed that it's important. We noticed that we don't always need businesses that are located in the area of the corporation. Which Parks Plumbing is an example of is a service industry is a service company that is actually located in Skokie, but serves the area around Deerfield and Northbrook and the surrounding area. So they're actually able to still apply and help and aid the employees of Allstate and Ascendant, which is who we have. So what we're asking for is $5,000. This is mainly made up of marketing, publishing, tech development, LSC, and other. Of course, it's pretty obvious within marketing. What we're using it for is just to get as much publicity as possible, mostly through stickers, mailing out, door-to-door selling, selling gas and anything like that. Publishing is on, as you can see, it's the smallest sliver. It's just to publish our app on both at the Apple Store and the Android Store. Tech development is actually to create our wireframes and our beginning models for both our app website and our app professionally. Filing for our LLC, and other is just for any other issues, or because we were reached out by Crate & Barrel, we're planning on soon starting up a second trial run, which would cost significantly more money, and because they have significantly more employees than Ascendant, which we usually have, they also need significantly more small businesses to be marketed towards them. But each one of them, of course, cost an amount to reach and obtain. Again, we are Corporate Catalyst, and thank you for your time.
Advisory board?
I'll start. So in terms of the first thing you have to do is go build you guys call it foot traffic, right? You have to build. So do you guys have a sense for if you did it in Northbrook, how long would that take? How many businesses would it be? What's the bridge between that and going out to the small businesses?
So what I'm getting from your questions, how do we know, how are we
The timing, how long do you think it'll take to build the initial,
Until we can start? Is that what you...
to produce revenue, I guess is an easier way to say it.
So we produce revenue right off the bat with the amount of small businesses. They're the ones that we receive revenue from. The foot traffic and the way we read how we're receiving more friction within the marketplace is the foot traffic is all completely from the corporation that we have assigned originally. So it's their employees that are going out and increasing the foot traffic within the small businesses.
But you'll have that foot traffic